and run it. But for me, yes. And mainly you brought up, and they'll get into the Tupac shooting the night of that. But I had gotten all kind of intelligence from my informants an hour after the shooting went down. Now, Reggie.
Yo, what'd he say, y'all? What did his father just say, y'all? What did his father just say, y'all?
So body, what we call playing the security with him, with Suge, it was just a bad mix. It was just a bad mix. And so it affected me a lot because I started losing my credibility with other supervisors and stuff in other agencies because they didn't trust me. And I used to were able to get a lot of intelligence to support their efforts as law enforcement. I was able to get a lot of that, but if I brought that to them a lot, it was some reluctance to accept it because of the connection I had with Suge and with him. So that was some of the challenges he had in running. But for me, yes. And mainly you brought up, and they'll get into the Tupac shooting the night of that. But I had gotten all kind of intelligence from my informants an hour after the shooting went down. Now, Reggie called me as soon as he found out about it and told me that Tupac was shot. And he told me he was dead because he believed he was dead that night, and Suge had got shot. So I started trying to work my people as to what happened. But what Reggie was finding out on that end, I was finding out from informants who was hitting my pager, telling me about what had just happened. So I knew basically who were the suspects, where they were heading. And it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to call Las Vegas.
He knew who it was, where they was at, and where they was heading. And he got that all from his son, y'all. The nigga that wasn't at the fight, the one that wasn't in the caravan, and within the hour, he was able to tell you who did it, where they at, and where they going. How? Well, he would know because he wasn't around for 3 hours, right? Why would it take Reggie 3 hours to get to the hospital? But he could call his father within an hour and tell him everything. Just for the record, let's bring that back one more time.
Reluctance to accept it because of the connection I had with Suge and with him. So that was some of the challenges he had in running. But for me, yes. And mainly you brought up, and they'll get into the Tupac shooting the night of that. But I had gotten all kind of intelligence from my informants an hour after the shooting went down. Now, Reggie called me as soon as he found out about it and told me that Tupac was shot. And he told me he was dead because he believed he was dead that night, and Suge had got shot. So I started trying to work my people as to what happened. But what Reggie was finding out on that end, I was finding out from informants who was hitting my pager, telling me about what had just happened. So I knew basically who were the suspects, where they were heading. And it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
And we sit here today with an unsolved case, right? But his son told him who did it, where they was at, and where they headed. And goddamn gullible ass Las Vegas Metro Police Department got this dude spinning them like Kaiser Soze and Greg Caden.
That's over security, who wasn't there, but he contacted them, and they talked. I'm talking about the investigator, not the patrol guy, and they wanted to get information about the shooting. Well, gang culture, you don't talk to the police, you don't give up that information. So Reggie, the kids, the guys that were in the entourage, the other cars and stuff that eventually chased the shooters off and chased after them, the police wanted to get their story, but you don't talk, and you should probably wasn't going to allow him to talk. So when they heard that Reggie Wright was over security and he talked to him and he couldn't get them to come and talk to the police, well, Reggie Wright is taboo, or he's part of it or something. I'm getting involved because Reggie is calling me, knowing that I know about all this, and it's going to come back to the city. Like getting to your original question, he called me and started telling me, "Hey, man, you know there was Orlando and them behind this. They got in a fight because they saw the chain, saw Orlando and all that." He says, "But it's them, you know." So I'm into that right now. So I start.
How would Reggie know it was Orlando and them if he wasn't there, y'all? Now you want to hear something that's even more crazy? Reggie knew within an hour, right? Who did it, right? Right? Shout out to Valentino because there go another one.
To boss, the mayor.
Essentially, everyone in Compton knew that it was Orlando.
Everybody always knew. I mean, well, from the beatdown stuff, 3 or 4 days later, after people start talking, and we eventually learned. I didn't know about the beatdown until a couple of days later. And
What? You didn't know about the beatdown till a couple of days later, but you called your father within an hour and told him nigga, Vegas, what are y'all doing? Vegas, y'all better let KVD go, bro. Y'all better let KVD go, bro. He didn't know about the fight into 3 days later. What? Yo, bro.
and we eventually learned. I didn't know about the beatdown until a couple of days later. Until we learned about the beatdown and the incident inside the club. I mean the MGM and all of that is when we eventually learned. I didn't know about the beatdown until a couple of days later. Until we learned about the beatdown and the incident inside the club.
Knew that it was Orlando.
Everybody always knew. I mean, well, from the beatdown stuff, 3 or 4 days later, after people start talking, and we eventually learned. I didn't know about the beatdown until a couple of days later.
He didn't know about the fight, y'all, for 3 to 4 days later. Not 1 day, not 2 days, not 3 days, 3 to 4 days later. But if you talk to his pop says that's a lie. His pop said
The kids, the guys that were in the entourage, the other cars and stuff that eventually chased the shooters off and chased after them, the police wanted to get their story. But you don't talk, and you should probably wasn't going to allow them to talk. So when they heard that Reggie Wright was over security and he talked to them and he couldn't get them to come and talk to the police, well, Reggie Wright is taboo, or he's part of it or something. I'm getting involved because Reggie is calling me, knowing that I know about all this, and it's going to come back to the city. Like getting to your original question, he called me and started telling me, "Hey, man, you know there was Orlando and them behind this. They got in a fight because they saw the chain, saw Orlando and all that." He says, "But it's them, So I'm into that right now. So I start trying to call that night, 2 o'clock in the morning, as the lieutenant.
how could his father be calling knowing it was Orlando and knowing about the fight, but Reggie didn't know about the fight for 3 to 4 days later? Reggie didn't know about the fight to 3 to 4 days later. So how did he call his father and tell him everything when he didn't know about the fight to 3 to 4 days later? Now, who do y'all believe? Me or that lying ass pig?
Stuff 3 or 4 days later, after people start talking, and they say his hat went from reserve police officer to boss, the mayor.
Essentially, everyone in Compton knew that it was Orlando.
Everybody always knew. I mean, well, from the beatdown stuff, 3 or 4 days later, after people start talking, and we eventually learned. I didn't know about the beatdown until a couple of days later, until we learned about the beatdown and the incident inside the club. I mean, the MGM, and all of that is when everybody started putting two and two together. And then when did the first shooting happen in Compton? I'm sure it was 2 or 3 days later.
Okay.
I know it was before Pac died. The shooting started happening.
This is a lying mother effer, bro. Like, this dude is such a liar, bro. He is such a liar, bro. Such a liar. You know what, man? I got so much more that I got that I could lay out. But you know what? I'm dropping the mic. I'm dropping the mic right here. We'll get back to this tomorrow. All right? Choke No Joke. You already know. The Choke No Joke Virgin Voyages cruise less than 30 days. Y'all better hit me up, Choke No Joke at Gmail, if you're going to come hang out and party with us. All right? I'm dropping the mic for the night. I'm done. I'll get to Gene Square later. All right? Yo, Reggie, you better stay DL, nigga.
Stay DL. Don't follow those cats. The niggas that be on the gram. Tell Bobo what they doing. Choke No Joke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas better stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you. Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke No Joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game, you got school. Was a local cat, snatch you when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching, you was sleeping. Knew you was sneak deep and couldn't see us beefing. Learn from mistake, don't show I got cake. Impress a nigga to rob me, bitch seal my fate. Get knocked by the feds, lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, ain't thinking about Jake. Loose, yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping, your ways in action. Front like time's hard, two-door garage, ice like Liberage, with no damn jaw, without a reasonable doubt. You think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry, he got a job, B. You shining on doctors with 4 degrees, laughing cause I'm broke on the streets. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Shh, let's go. For beef, we not dolo. For cash, you go solo. Thought I was your man, shot me down like Manolo. Thought I was your partner when you played me was whack. No niggas dust that I wouldn't flip like that. What gives? See your man struggle while you live? That's some shit. Struggling, give you the kicks. Used to stick for gooses. Warm when we pump deuces. Break night in the jacks, trying to see millions like Brewster. You don't act like you used to. I'm the dude. When niggas was friends, you was like, yo, Joe, come through. I wet you like McLean for those who claim to be pain. The game of death, that's what you get with got game. Ill with automatics, we're never static. You carry at niggas, put one in your cabbage. Fear, don't have it, you fill me with laughter. In OGSC, then I'm original gun clapper. Like Dan get dapper, see a mill be Casper. Like Dre the doctor, the math from after. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Nigga, y'all loud, louder than the weed, nigga. Thinking with your pockets, caught the ice locket. She's somewhere in Houston, you blew like a rocket. Her seed was bait, through the line she caught it. Gave her all that loot, she couldn't afford it. Frontin' to them bitches, y'all feeling him. Blue puff in your face, daddy, all about Benjamin. Remember me, I'm your friend, to the end. Like Chucky, used to slay bitches like Buffy. Thinking why they cuff me, think of the luxuries you had. In the cell with other willies, you brag. I push the big Benz with 20-year trims. When in the club, Chris for all my men. Sitting across the bar, what's up, star? Back to reality, you back in bars. You chose not to listen, had the H-class blizzard. Knew the rules of the game, played yourself out position. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL is out. You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Yo, son, yo, so that turns me, yo. See.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah, now.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all. Choke, get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air, you clowns, I see the envy that you breed, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm popping cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. Still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats. Cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. Thought talent made you rich, damn, was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload. When Larry tried to turn me into a mole, told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realized that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mace. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. 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 The truth in the industry made me the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. Chokester. On the ones and twos, chokester. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Eden Wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad. Check it out. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes. DJ S&S the great. It ain't no telling you be a first-time felon. No telling when you be a first-time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first-time felon. No telling when you be a first-time felon. Best day of my life, no sleep all night. Broke day for weeks, my cash was right. My combo tight, take our loot, unite. 23-hour shifts had to see loot like Mike. Cash lovely, yeah, Dougie. How could this day get so ugly? Wifey bout to pop like some bubbly. Yo, through those 9 months, don't really bug me. Felt like a star, cop first car. Get up with the guard, what it is, baby, paw. Hip out the copper van, get up with our mans. Before we reached our low spot, toes blam. Unaware what happened, discussing and clapping. It wasn't loud, ain't shit gonna happen. Me being stupid, instead of getting they moving, this nigga kept chefing like the woo one. Then we heard a knock, no one knew of this spot. 6 niggas in the spot, 6 niggas not. Ain't no telling you be a first time felon, no telling. When you be a first time felon, it ain't no telling you be a first time felon, no telling. When you be a first time felon, it ain't no telling you be a first time felon, no telling. When you be a first time felon, I'm in the precinct all damn even. This good cop, bad cop shit got me steaming. No, I was caught, I ain't give a fuck. Had jokes like the usual suspects line up. Book times up, came back fuck. Shirt wrinkled up, my pigs roughed me up. Time's up, heard them clink of the cuffs. Niggas was so deep they had to call on the bus. Everybody that checks outside waiting on us like ghetto celebs. Our cells ain't plush. 5 in the book and gave a whooping. He never forget, they gotta be split. Up in the courtroom, they cause it ruckus. Everybody in the jacks waiting on us. Try to bail us out, that thought got thrown out. Bill one so high, I couldn't bear half a nigga out. Copped out, that's what first fell in the bow. Back on the bus, Rikers the row. Wifey in the courtroom crying out. We love y'all with tears running in their mouth. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon, no telling. When you be a first time felon, it ain't no telling you be a first time felon, no telling. When you be a first time felon, choke no joke, learn from mistakes, keep chasing.
Choke no joke. I'm out. Y'all know what it is, man. Make sure y'all get that Tunnel documentary out right now on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Cluster Stash Movies here on YouTube, Tubi. You know what I mean? It's called The Hip Hop Nucleus. Make sure y'all get that. I'm gonna leave y'all with the trailer, and I will holler at y'all in the AM on the morning workout. All right. Make sure y'all get that Tunnel joint. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all to watch it free right now. All right. Good night.
Choke no joke, yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Choke no joke, chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke, niggas choke no joke.
What up, y'all? It's Arthur D. Austin, better known as Choke No Joke. We out here at the legendary Tunnel nightclub, or at least where it used to be. Everybody asks me what's the Tunnel. The Tunnel was a nightclub that was owned in the 90s here by Peter Gateshin. In 94, Stress Entertainment started a party called Mecca. In 96, Franchise Entertainment took it over and they had it until it closed. All the biggest names in hip hop perform here, from Jay-Z, Meth and Red, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Nas, Puff Daddy and the Family, Eve, you name it, they was all here. If you had heart, you came here. But everybody didn't have heart. So it's time for y'all to enter the club most people feared to enter, the Tunnel.
The Tunnel wasn't a unique hip hop club, and its foundations were based on the concept of bringing hip hop from all the boroughs to one location. And it was the brainchild of Peter Gateshin. My name is Sterling Cox. I was the head of security.
Alpha Grinion, Brooklyn, New York.
My name is V.
House.
Sincere from Brooklyn.
Glenn Beck.
Jumping League, whatever league you want to call me.
Omega.
Ray Mack.
Diamond. Craig.
Candy.
Big Box. Big Country.
Ramona Diaz.
Big Penna. Big CB. John Bass Raleigh.
Sean Brophy, sound engineer.
DJ Johnny Walker Red.
MC Frank Jigger, the celebrity's choice.
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer.
Supreme Bigger Figure, Big Cap. The Warden.
Big G, AKA the ringleader.
tunnel was the hip hop nucleus.
It was the epicenter.
It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
It was like the hip hop Woodstock.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for like street basketball. The tunnel was that of music industry.
Hip hop had a heart. That shit was one of the main arteries.
It was actually a Mecca. That's what the original name of the party was, Mecca.
It was like a time machine. That's how the tunnel was. You came out a whole different individual.
We went in there, young men with attitudes, and came out there wiser men with our lives.
It was definitely a starting, beginning spot for artists to come and mingle and branch out and get your record heard and get your shit together, really, to go into the next phase of your career.
The tunnel was not open or did not open. A lot of new artists, or a lot of artists that we know now, to this very day, will have never been known.
All these artists out today need to be happy that the tunnel was fucking open. Nobody would hear none of y'all singing tight pants niggas right now. The tunnel was a platform for niggas like Jay and Puff, Wu and Mob and DMX and Rough Riders. Niggas don't respect these niggas today, man. You need to realize, man, without them niggas, man, and their platform, it made a lot of moves for niggas today.
It happened there, it made it relevant.
Became a pillar of hip hop.
The tunnel is the nucleus of hip hop. And I'll say all the way down south, because when the tunnel was open, wasn't too much going on down that motherfucker. Y'all can say what y'all want, peace to the south, but New York made the shit pop. New York was where it's at. The tunnel in New York is where you needed to be to pop.
The tunnel was definitely a hip-hop nucleus, yo. It was just like the galaxy and bring other planets in. You have people from France, Germany, London, everywhere. If they came to New York, they had to go to the tunnel.
Hi, Premier. I come here to meet you, and I'm going to all the place. I'm going to the Bronx, to Sedgwick Avenue, with Cool Hook, to the party, and Cedar, and then I'm going to the tunnel.
It was our barometer for, how we were really gauging records, and we were really, studying the behavior of the consumer.
Saying it ain't just like how they do it now. You could just throw a record out and, you know what I'm saying, wait 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever, for the shit to bubble. Niggas was putting them records on to see if them shits get that reaction. And if the shit was popping, niggas would fast track it. If it wasn't, niggas would go back to the drawing board.
Absolutely. It's the definition of hip hop nucleus. Everything was there.
Everything that surrounded hip hop, from fashion to music, hairstyles.
Like, it encompassed every part of the hip hop experience, and they put it all in one building on a Sunday night.
If you go as far back to little hole in the walls and little, centers where people start elaborating, playing the sounds and displaying the culture, to within later on you have places that was up in Harlem, like Harlem World, up in the Bronx called T Connection, just using them as an example, of many other places all throughout the city. And then years later, here come places like Union Square and Latin Quarters. The last of the Mohegans of for real hip hop had became the tunnel.
Tunnel was definitely a hip hop nucleus. It really was. And you gotta say, believe it or not, the wagon master was a one-eyed white guy from Canada, Peter Gation.
Nothing will ever be like the tunnel.
Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke.